This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
You're listening to the best of the Morning X, dropping back into the interview from a few moments ago. This is the original 99X.
Hang on a second. There's a couple people who want to ask you questions there, Chi-Chi. Okay. Very rarely do you get to speak to a golf legend. Kelly?
Yes, sir. Chi-Chi, this is Kelly at Edwin Watts Golf Shops. I sold just at a golf club on Monday, and I just wanted to see what you thought about the technology. You guys were talking about taking advantage of it, and I wanted to see what you could give the listeners and tell them how you felt about the most recent technology you experienced.
Well, I'd like to sell you those clubs back.
I believe that would be the anti-plug, Barnes.
I don't even have a sound effect for that one.
No. I'm with golf clubs like Mickey Rooney's with Weiss, man. One bad shot and they're gone.
Well, now, is that because you didn't like the clubs or you didn't play well with the clubs?
I didn't play well with the clubs.
Oh, okay. So the clubs were okay.
The clubs are okay, yeah.
Well, what do you consider you didn't play well? What'd you shoot with them?
I didn't even keep score. I couldn't count that high.
That's where the 11 came in.
But, here's the thing. Like, I was reading this thing in Golf Digest, and they were talking about how, they have those machines where they test the distance on drivers, and they'll put, like, a bunch of drivers in the machine and hit the ball the exact same club speed. And they showed that the titanium clubs today didn't hit the ball any farther than when they put, like, an old persimmon wood club in from back, 30 years ago.
Well, if you use enough titanium, they tell you titanium club, but they only put 2% titanium, and now you hit it with a steel club, really. But if you did like, say, a company like Callaway, who has so much money, and they put 90% titanium, Ping does the same thing. They have a lot of money. They put 90% titanium on a club, but then they can make the insert thinner. And when you make that insert thinner and stronger, titanium is very expensive. Then you create what they call a spring effect.
Spring effect.
Trampoline. It's like a trampoline. The ball comes off like a trampoline. And the companies that got a lot of money, they can afford to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you blindfold somebody, and of course, if you put 10, it all depends what kind of glove you put on the clubs, too. Some clubs, if you put, say, 10 degrees or 11 degrees of loft on, and you put another one with 9, of course, the 9 is going to go further, and you say that's misleading advertising. I believe that you need to go with 9 degrees of each, and I guarantee you that the titanium will go further.
I gotcha. Chi-Chi, Leslie Fram has a very important golf question for you.
Yes.
Did you like Kevin Costner in that golf movie? I mean, there was a love story attached to it, but did you take him seriously in Tin Cup?
That's a great question.
Well, I didn't see the movie.
Oh, you didn't see it?
Have you ever seen it?
I don't go to the movies. For me to go to the movies again, John Wayne is going to have to make a comeback.
That's going to be tough.
John Wayne.
And Spencer Tracy. Today's movies are not what I really like.
You never saw Caddyshack, Chi-Chi Rodriguez?
No, I never saw Caddyshack.
Wow. Or what was the Adam Sandler one? The Adam Sandler one.
I saw Follow the Sun with the Ben Hogan story. I love that.
Yeah.
So when people talk, like when people like quote the Bill Murray scene where he's talking about the Dalai Lama playing golf with the Dalai Lama, you know that scene, right?
I've never seen it.
Really?
No.
And you call yourself a professional golfer.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore, that was a movie I was thinking about.
Yeah, I don't go to movies.
Are you a big gambler when you're out with your friends just betting? Because I've always heard that all the pro golfers, they love to put some money on the table.
Yeah, well, I don't gamble. Not with pros anyway. If I take a little gamble, I do it with an amateur, which I know I got a better chance of winning than with a pro.
Yeah, sure, you're smart.
How about you? You got a game today?
Actually, I was thinking of getting out around 3 o'clock this afternoon.
What do you say?
Like
You meet Jimmy, Chi-Chi? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you see if you can take my money and my 24 handicap. Hey, Chi-Chi, what's your favorite golf joke? You got to know a golf joke or two.
My favorite golf joke.
Or just one that you've heard recently.
Well, this guy was playing golf, and he hit the ball in the woods. And then he went to confess to the priest, you know?
Uh-huh.
And he told the priest, he said, I sinned. And the priest said, well, what happened? He said, well, I hit the ball in the woods. Is that when you sinned, son? And he said, no. He said, the ball hit a tree and came back in the fairway, but came back 50 yards back. And he says, is that when you swore? Is that when you sinned? And he said, no, I took a tree wood and hit the ball in the middle of the lake. He said, is that when you sinned? And he says, no, I actually hit a turtle right on the shell and almost got out of the hazard, but it stayed in 4 inches of water. And he says, is that when you sinned? He said, no, I took my shoes off and I got in there. I rolled off my pants and I hit it out of there and I put it about 6 inches from the hole. He said, is that when you swore? He said, no. He says, the priest says, don't tell me you missed that damn putt.
6 inches.
Well, more than damn, you know, but...
Oh, okay. I got you.
I can't.
Chi-Chi, I'll tell you. All right, Chi-Chi. Have you played with President Clinton?
I wouldn't play with President Clinton if... I wouldn't mind playing with George Bush.
Oh, okay. Have you ever played with George Bush?
And my favorite president ever was Jimmy Carter. I think he was the greatest man that ever served at the White House.
I didn't know he played golf.
No, I don't know if he plays golf. But
okay.
He's my favorite of all the presidents because of the things that he does.
We really appreciate your time, Chi-Chi.
All right. Let me tell you, I played a great golf course. It might be better than Augusta someday. It's called Hawks Ridge yesterday with 2 friends of mine on it, Mike Dixon and Joe Jelson.
Where's that?
And, well, it's in Cherokee County.
Is that a private club or?
Yeah, very private. And it's one of the best layouts I've ever seen, and by far they have the best greens that I have ever putted on. I've never put on greens that fast in my life, and it's so beautiful and green.
That's a major plug, and I think, didn't you play at White Columns yesterday?
Yeah, I played White Columns, and then I went over there and played 36.
Yeah, because White Columns, that's my favorite course in town.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. God bless you guys, and bless everybody.
God bless you, Chi-Chi.
The best of the Morning X.
I have no attraction for the sport at all. I used to be a caddy, so I really learned to hate not golf, but the people who played it. There's nothing wrong with the game at all. It's just when they tell you what they did on the 13, 14, and 15 holes. That's about an exciting thing as, you know, taking a nap on the beach.
The best of the Morning X
with Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy. 99X.
Welcome to the jungle, clones. It's the Jim Rome Show podcast.
The greatest and loyal fan base ever. You, the clones. It all starts with the jungle. We're in it to win it, and I'm in it to go as hard as I possibly can every day to make sure that you clones get the best possible product every single day. Day one, all in, let's freaking go.
The Jim Rome Show. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.